Well, hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Anna, and today we're playing with some more new makeup. Today it is all drugstore and affordable. We got some skincare to talk about that is incredible. Oh my goodness. Impressed. So we got some great skincare to talk about and some beautiful makeup products as well that are all from the drugstore, affordable price range. And yeah, this is spoiler how everything came out on the face. Let me know in the comments what you think of this setup. The background is subject to change. Obviously, that's actually gonna change. But lighting, color, all of that. Let me know what you think because we are using a new camera and setup, and I'm still experimenting with stuff and seeing how it goes. So let me know if everything looked good on your end. Because honestly, I don't know until I get in there and start editing what things are truly gonna look like. But anyway, we've got a lot of new makeup to play with today from Covergirl, Maybelline, L'Oreal, Milani, The Ordinary, who else? Revlon. We got some good stuff to talk about. WetnWild. Good stuff to talk about. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the new affordable drugstore, whatever, makeup. Alright, let's talk about some new drugstore and affordable makeup and skincare. I'm so excited. I decided to include skincare in this one because I'm really tickled with these new additions to my routine, and they are super affordable. We're talking about The Ordinary. Yes. And yeah, alright, so let's go ahead and dive in. We've got stuff from Milani, we've got stuff from Maybelline, The Ordinary, Covergirl, L'Oreal, Elf, Wet n Wild. We got a little bit of everything in here today to talk about. So let's just get to it because it's so much. Oh, and we got Revlon too. I want to start with the skincare that is from The Ordinary because I'm very excited about it. First thing I want to talk about is their new GF 15% solution. This stuff is awesome. I have been incorporating this into my nighttime skincare routine. This is incredible. The Ordinary serum here. This is their GF 15% serum for visible skin repair and wrinkles. This works. Really and truly, it works. My forehead has gotten so much more smooth looking. Like, I was starting to get like the serious like 11s right here, like big frown lines. It's so much smoother, reduced looking. I was like, whoa. Because I was getting that one that was getting kind of deep that wasn't going away and wasn't relaxing, you know what I mean? And it has diminished so much. I'm so impressed. This retails for $15. Girl, this is one of those holy grail products that I think is going to be a staple in my skincare routine. I'm so impressed. But this reduces the look of wrinkles in 1 week. Girl, it does. It really does. Face and neck feel firmer, look more lifted in 4 weeks. I think we're heading that direction. This repairs the look of wrinkles in 2 weeks. GF supports skin's natural repair and activates to help improve visible signs of collagen loss for firmer, more lifted look. And this is also cruelty-free. This is such a wonderful, very complex, like, what I would consider a very medical grade type of serum, like something you could only get from like a dermatologist type of thing. This is good. This is really good, you guys. Don't sleep on that one. I've been using it once a day as part of my nighttime routine, and it's doing great. All right, and we also have the new multi-active delivery essence for hydration. This retails for only $12. And you get a nice little glass bottle. Everything looks so sleek from The Ordinary anyway. So The Ordinary Multi-Active Delivery Essence is meant to hydrate, nourish, and soften skin before your regimen even begins. The Ordinary's Multi-Active Delivery Essence conditions the skin by supplying instant hydration and priming for skincare to increase the delivery. This instantly hydrates and conditions for softer feeling skin, doubles the penetration and delivery of niacinamide after 1 hour. Skin looks instantly more luminous. You have some key ingredients. You have 10% glycerin, a humectant, that is widely known to help improve skin's hydration and elasticity, which can help improve delivery of key technologies within your formulations. 5% propanediol, I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. This is an effective penetration enhancer, which can help increase the delivery of key ingredients supporting skin's water content, water retention, and skin barrier. It has an amino acid derivative, which hydrates the skin and helps improve delivery of the ingredients. And then glycogen, which is a polysaccharide that energizes the skin and has been shown to help support skin's hydration and essential barrier lipids for more moisturized skin. So cool. We got some really nice technology in here. This is a very refined formulation. I think it works really well so far. I've been using it just about every day, and so far I'm quite enjoying it in my daytime skincare routine. I guess I could use this also in my nighttime. I don't know why, I just want to reach for it for during the day. The Ordinary also sent over with this, they sent me the niacinamide and zinc serum, and this has been really nice too, and pretty much what my skin needs. It is very much geared towards my skin type. So let me tell you a little bit about this, because yeah, it was kind of like, oh yeah, I've really needed a serum like that. Thank you. It's like they knew it was something that this face was gonna need. This is suitable for all skin types, but it's to target textural irregularities, which girl, I have got. Dryness, dullness, visible shine, signs of congestion. Yes, yes, because I have slightly kind of acne-prone skin. I have a lot of congestion that's like under the skin, which merely improved over time. It's gotten better, but it's still something that I battle with. And anything that can help with that, yes, please. So this is a water-based serum. Its key ingredients is niacinamide and zinc. 10% niacinamide and 1% zinc serum. It's a water-based formula that delivers multi-niacinamide benefits to enhance skin's brightness, improve texture, strengthen the skin's moisture barrier. This serum with niacinamide vitamin B3 contains a high concentration of 10% as well as zinc PCA to target dullness, uneven texture, excess oil. Niacinamide 10% and zinc 1% also help reduce the appearance of pores. Yes, please. And instantly boost skin's radiance. Achieve a visible improvement in skin, smoothness and hydration within 7 days. Gives a smoother, more radiant skin. Reduces excess oil in 3 days. Yes, please. Reduces pore visibility within 4 weeks. Girl, I hope so. Minimizes appearance of pores. Users experience smoother, more luminous skin after 7 days of consistent use. Yeah, I'm excited about this, and it is so affordable. It is, let's see, $6. Are you kidding me? $6? What? That's an incredible price point. So, exciting. And it is oil-free, gluten-free, silicone-free, cruelty-free, vegan, alcohol-free. So yeah, good stuff. The GF solution is also gluten-free. So that is nice to know. And it is alcohol-free, vegan, silicone-free, oil-free, as well as cruelty-free. So good stuff there. There's way more information on the Ordinary website, by the way, over Ulta. I was pulling stuff from Ulta, and now I'm looking at the Ordinary website, and there's like so much more on here. Oh my goodness. We are gluten-free with the essence, oil-free, silicone-free, alcohol-free, vegan, and cruelty-free. And there's also the pH levels listed for each of these things as well. I love that. The Ordinaries, man, I did not realize how in-depth they were with all their stuff. Thank you. It's so nice and refreshing to see a brand who is so conscious of every little aspect of their product to let you know, because those things matter. There's people with sensitivities and all kinds of things out there that you need to know this information. It's vital information, okay? Anywho, that's skincare talked about. Anyway, that's what's new in for skincare that is super affordable that I wanted to talk about today in our new drugstore video. When I say drugstore, I'm referring to affordable products. And I do believe you can get all this, the Ordinary Ulta in person. You can order them from Sephora as well. Like, they're a pretty accessible brand, and yeah, their products are wonderful. I've used the Ordinary in the past, so I already knew they were good. I just didn't realize how much they have progressed over the years. It's been a minute. Let's get into some makeup. I want to talk about brows because I need to get some eyebrows done. I've got 2 new brow things. Well, one is new to me and one is actually new to the market. Let's talk about this first. This is the Maybelline Super Fluff I love this packaging. Again, very satisfying. Reminds me of those Buttermelts blush and bronzer from NYX. It reminds me of that, with that very satisfying plastic. Okay, let me tell you about this real quick. This is the Eye Studio Super Fluff Volumizing Brow Mousse. And this retails for $13.99. Should better be good for that price point. It comes in 6 shades. Eyebrows that go flat to fluff. Get Maybelline Eye Studio Super Fluff Volumizing Brow Mousse Gel for soft, full brows and all-day wear. Volumizing Brow Mascara delivers buildable, fluffy eyebrow volume that is stiff resistant and flake resistant. Super Fluff's brush evenly coats and fluffs every brow hair. Maybelline Eyebrow Gel is available in 6 natural shades. Okay, I'm going to put this in one brow and we can see the difference. This is my more sparse one, so maybe we should do it in that one. I think that would be the more telling of the two. Alright, let's see how it looks. So, I've got the shade. What shade is this? I don't know. I got medium brown. So you got a little wand here. Looks pretty nice, pretty sufficient. I'm going to clean it off a little bit because I have noticed that a lot comes off in playing with this. This is not first impressions completely. Alright, I'm going to go in and just run some of this through this eyebrow. Ooh, got on my skin a bit. I definitely think it does make your brows look a bit thicker and fuller, which can be quite nice. Is this dramatically different than the Wow Brow from e.l.f.? No, it's pretty much the same thing, and the e.l.f. one is cheaper. But I wanted to see if it did anything miraculous or different. So there it is in one brow versus without. And yeah, it does give some nice fluffing effect. Let me get a little better look here. I have noticed sometimes there'll be some bits of it, like some little flakies initially that I have to clean up. But that's more, I think, user error and me just being a little messy. But yeah, I can kind of see some little bits, I guess, flaky bits on initial application, but those do go away. But you can clean those up. And I don't notice it flaking throughout the day. It's just on that when I first put it on. And it is a little bit messy at first, I think, just because there's a lot of product comes out on the wand and you do want to make sure it is cleaned off. But it definitely is effective. Like, if you didn't have a lot of sparse gaps like I do, this could be your one and done. I think it does a good job. But yeah, I'm not mad at that. But again, could I not get the same effect from the e.l.f. Wow Brow for almost half the price? Absolutely I could. It does the same thing for you. And this definitely isn't stiff, but it's not going to offer a ton of hold either. So if you have particularly unruly brows, this is not going to hold them in place. A brow gel will do. So this is kind of a first step product for me because I overcomplicate my brow routine. So I would take this, fill in the gaps with like a brow marker or like a brow pen or a brow pencil, fill in these little gaps, and then towards the end of my routine I would take something like the L'Oreal brow lamination to lock them in, because my brows do like this brow over here grows downward whereas this one grows upward. It's a whole thing. And then these hairs back here, they just go ever which way on this particular brow, so I gotta kind of tame them because they will be going all over the place. So that's the Maybelline brow fluff on its own. Now on this brow I'm going to take some of this and we'll even out after the fact, but I want to show you this by itself on this brow. This is the Covergirl Clean Fresh Brow Liner, the Mini Nano Pencil. I've got this in the shade medium brown as well. And this thing is super duper tiny little fine point guy. Can you see that? Oh, old school YouTube with the hand. So let me tell you about this real quick. Let's see here. Nano pencil. This comes in at $11.99. I think we could also do a little bit cheaper with e.l.f. However, this is that super teeny tiny tip, which really I can't tell that much of a difference between this size tip and just the ultra fine brow pencils from NYX and e.l.f. that I normally use. I really can't tell that much of a difference. I feel like I'm going to burn through this really quick because it's so small. But this comes in 6 shades as well. It's a 1mm pencil. It makes natural looking defined brows easier than ever. The ultra precise tip glides effortlessly to outline the brow shape and fill in sparse areas with hair-like strokes. Honestly, I think it gets kind of dull and looks just like the other brow pencils on the market. Like, if you're going to grab the ultra precise from NYX or from e.l.f., even though it's a little bit bigger, I don't think it makes that much of a difference in application. However, I think like if we're going to talk about like these Nano small ones, one that I do think is unique and very effective is the one from NYX, which is the brow blade shade. I think it does something special. Whereas this one, I think, it's small strokes, and I think it would be really good if you need that kind of precision. But it's not going to offer you just this miraculous, like crazy difference that's going to warrant you going out of your way to get this. I was curious. I saw it, so I was like, oh, I got to try that. And I'm like, okay. It wasn't quite what I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be even thinner than it is. This has a soft spoolie, waterproof and smudge proof. I guess. I haven't really tested that too much. But this is infused with hyaluronic acid and squalane and vitamin E. In case your brows need that. Made without parabens, mineral oil, talc free, and cruelty free. So I'm going to put a little bit on this side. We'll see how it goes and fill that in. I do like this brow pencil, don't get me wrong. I just didn't find it to be quite as wow, like, it didn't blow my socks off like I expected it to. You know what I mean? I thought it was going to be a little bit more, whoa, look at that. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in these little gaps here. Yes, I'm looking in a magnified mirror because I can't see good. I think it just kind of does about the same as any other brow pencil for me. That being said, it's nice. It does a good job, but most of these little small brow pencils are going to do a good job. But I do think it does give you a little more control, but I don't think it gives quite the hair-like strokes that I want. The pencil itself's not sharp enough for that. Like, I don't see where I'm getting like super hair-like strokes from this. That being said, I mean, it looks nice. And the shade is nice. But I'm not seeing like individual hairs or anything like I want to see. Which I can get with that blade and shade from NYX. Alright, let me even this one out. Alright, but I think this layers really well with the brow mousse. Like if you need both. Brows are so different today. Oh my goodness. Let's see what we can do to even this out. They are definitely not even related today. You know, at least pretend to know each other. Close as they're going to get. Now I'm going to take the brow fluff and even out the other side here. But yeah, just be careful with the spoolie. You can't get too much product on it. And that can work against you a little bit. Like that. See? Yeah. You get kind of a blob. So just be mindful of that happening. I do that to myself almost every day. Even though I cleaned the spoolie off. So then you kind of want to go in with a clean spoolie here and fix that. And this is why I do my brows first, because I'm a messy girl. Anywho, there we go. Brows are on. Both of those products I think are nothing that special that you need to run out and get them. Like, they're okay. They're fine. They do what they do. But for the price point, I think you can do just as well from e.l.f. And if you're going to spend that same price point, NYX. So that's what I got new for eyebrows. I'm telling you, I got almost the full... I do have a full face, I think, here of new stuff. And then some. I've got enough to do, like, multiple videos. Let's do some foundation. So I just got this one from Maybelline here. This is their Super Stay 30-Hour Lumi Matte Foundation. I got the shade 112. That sounds so up my alley, right? Lumi Matte? Yes, please. So we're going to give this a go today. I've kind of used it in the background, but I don't really have a firm opinion or anything about it yet. I like the way the packaging looks. It's cute, very sleek. I love this glass component with the writing down the side. That looks very, very nice. So anyway, I'm going to give this a little shaky shake. And we're going to apply this with a brush today. And I'm going to tell you about the claims, because this one does have quite a few claims. And it sounds like the ideal foundation, right? That description, Lumi Matte. Yes, and I love the Superstay foundation, the one that came out a couple of years ago. Loved it to pieces. So I've got high hopes for this. I have got high hopes. This is the Superstay up to 30-hour wear Lumi Matte Longwear Foundation. We get 24 shades. Retails for $14.99, which apparently is just average foundation price now. Introducing Maybelline Superstay up to 30-hour wear Lumi Matte Longwear Foundation infused with amino acids. Breathable coverage with a luminous matte finish in 24 shades. And it says it'll stay on up to 30 hours. Girl, I don't think anything's going to look good after 30 hours. Just to be real with you. Because if you've been up doing stuff for 30 hours and need your makeup and still have your makeup on, you've probably had a rough day. Like, there's no good circumstance you're going to be in 30 hours in the same face and makeup unless you just fell asleep. There's no way that's going to be a good situation. Okay, so this is achieve a flawless base with our light as air formula that feels like nothing on the skin. Formula is flexible, film, resist sweat, water, transfer to wear up to 30 hours. And shine control. Stay flawless no matter what the day has in store for you. Superstay Lumi Matte Foundation is vegan formula, no animal-derived ingredients, non-comedogenic, fragrance-free, suitable for all skin types, even sensitive, and is formulated with amino acids for a luminous matte finish. That's pretty vague about the amino acids, but okay. What is rattling in here? Something's rattling in mine. Something broken? There, you got a little pump, plastic, purple. Cute. I do like the way this like wraps around. I think that is nice looking. It's very aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Where's my brush? I got a foundation brush here. It's kind of a medium viscosity, a little like it's starting to run a little bit, but it's fairly thick-ish. This shade is a hair deep on me, but I think it's gonna be fine because the shade down was too pale. All right. And you see, I got some redness going on. I got a pimple right there. So hopefully this will cover that stuff up. And we're doing no primer today, just over the skincare. Well, that looks pretty initially. Oh, I forgot to turn my light back on. I'm sorry. Have we been in the dark all this time? Oh my goodness. You guys, why don't you say something? I forgot. I was so into sitting down and talking about some product. But anyways, can you see a little better now? I apologize, that was a little too dark listening. I didn't have my key light on. Didn't even notice. But yeah, that looks really pretty. It definitely looks Lumi Matte right now. I like the way this looks off the bat. If this stays looking like that finish, yes, please. That's beautiful. Do I think it's gonna stay that way? No. No, because a couple of times I have worn this, I have ended up pretty oily at the end of the day. And I will do a full wear test with this in the coming days. It's too late in the day to even try to do that today. But if you ask me in the comments, I'll let you know how it holds up also. Because I'm going to forget to pin a comment. That's why I'm saying that. I will absolutely forget. Or to put in the description box. But I really think that looks beautiful right there. Like, initial application, this is stunning. But I have a fear that we're going to end up more Lumi than matte. Now, I do have combo skin. It does get a bit, particularly around my mouth and this region, not so much T-zone, just around my mouth and jawline, very oily. Very, very oily. And the rest of my face is just kind of normal, average. but I can have a little bit of excessive oil around the chin. Wow, that's so pretty. Get her out my nose here. That is such a beautiful coverage level and finish. And I think we did okay on the shade. Like, I mean, I could go like a hair lighter, but I think it's fine. Unless you're just being real, like, you know, nitpicky about it. I think we're okay. I did already have to return this once because I got the wrong shade. But yeah, when I'm using a shade that's like a little bit off, I just have to make sure it's very well blended. Which is always, I rarely have a perfect shade match that I don't have to do that with. Especially because my face is red and the rest of my body is not. So I'm always different colors anyway. Oh, that looks so pretty. Like, wow. On initial application, this looks gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, if I have anything to report by the end of the day, which is going to be only in a few hours because it's like 2:30 in the afternoon right now, if things change, I will insert it. Because right now, this is just so pretty. It is flowing over my pore area beautifully. It is looking nice around the creasiness or my wrinkly areas, my creases. It's flowing over them beautifully. This looks fabulous right now. So if this stays looking this good, girl, if it can give me 8 hours of looking this good, 6 hours, I will be ecstatic. Because I don't need 30 hours. Ooh, that is so pretty. And so smooth and blurring. And yes, it is very lightweight. So far, this is very nice. Don't let me down. So if anything changes though with the complexion, like if I start looking particularly oily or just something like, whoa, I need to tell you about it, I will insert it here and you'll see. Let's go ahead and move into a little bit of sculpting. Covergirl come out with some new little sticks here. This is their Covergirl True Blend Skin Enhancer. I've got their Contour Balm. Now, they call it a balm, but it's really not a balm. It's a, you know, just a stick. They do have the blushes and I think a highlighter as well, but the contour really appealed to me because that shade, that is the perfect Pale Girl contour color. Like, it is such a nice taupe type of tone that I was like, ooh, ooh. And the formula, it feels really nice. It actually feels kind of nice and powdery. It doesn't feel greasy or anything like that. It feels lovely. So let me tell you about this real quick here. All right, so this comes in 4 shades. Retails for $12.99. Glide, Glow, and Go with Covergirl True Blend Skin Enhancer Balms. The True Blend Skin Enhancer Balm Contour Stick is a sculpting stick in cool toned contour shades that add instant depth and dimension to the face by mimicking the look of natural shadows. Heck yeah. Where has this been at the drugstore for the last 10 years? Weightless Balm is ultra blendable, buildable, and glides on effortlessly. A natural sculpt, healthy flush, or dewy natural glow. That's the various finishes you can get like within the balm. Bronzer and blush. Like, they kind of have all the talking points together on the pages, which is annoying, like for both, instead of specifying which they're talking about. Easy control, mistake-proof, easy application. Doesn't crease or cake. Zero harsh lines. Clean, vegan formula without parabens, sulfates, phthalates, and mineral oil. Suitable for all skin types, even dry and sensitive. Non-comedogenic. And we're cruelty-free. This is infused with jojoba oil, raspberry extract, and pomegranate node to nourish and hydrate the skin. And yeah, I think this is a really, really refined formula. Like, it has a nice slip to it, but it doesn't feel greasy at all. It feels like a high-end balm, and quite impressed. Quite impressed with that. And I love the packaging also. It has this really pretty kind of like rose gold bronze like metal band around it. Like, this is very elevated looking. I like the frosted end here. This is a soft touch kind of feel. Like, this is really pretty. It's very nice to look at and touch and feels good in the hand. Those are selling points to me when something feels nice to the touch. I don't know if that matters to anyone else, but it's not that it matters that much to me, but I find it to be a perk when things do feel good. All right, so I'm going to find something to blend this out with. So put a little bit here, hollow the cheek, try that out. and see how it goes. And we're gonna give this a little blend. Very easy to blend. Wow, wow, wow. I'm just tapping this out with a little angled perfusion brush. Yep, that's definitely giving a shadowy appearance and good sculpt. Cool. Very easy to use too. You just have to swipe a little on and blend upward. Always blend upward with your contours like this. Bronzers, whatever you're using, like right here, always come up, not down. And I don't like to go too far in. Now this is not a shade that I would put on like my forehead or anything because it is a gray kind of shadowy color. So I would rather more something warm up there. But for the jawline, absolutely, we're going to put some under here on that double chin. Let's not play it like we don't want to put some down there, okay? Sharpen up the jawline a little. Man, that's blending so very easily. This is probably pretty similar to the Fenty stick, in fact, now that I'm thinking about it. The color is pretty similar to Fenty Amber in the cream, so I'd imagine it's pretty dead on to the stick as well in Amber. And the formulation is very creamy though, and very easy to work with. It's not stiff. Where I think the Fenty sticks are a little bit on the stiff side, if I'm remembering correctly. And you could also just take some like this from the stick and do that number. I like to do that for the jaw. Actually, I find that a little bit easier to do. All right. Does the face look thinner? Do a little bit right here. Get a little lift. Let's see here. Put a little bit around the tip of the nose. For a little nose definition. A little sculpt. I am doing this before concealer, just in case things go haywire or over the top. We can always fix that. I think this would work really well for underpainting. This formulation, it feels quite nice for that. So I really like this stick. Am impressed. I know nose looks a little crazy right now, but I'm going to go in concealer and it's going to look nice. Trust me. So just bear with me for a second there. But yeah, this is great. Perfect sculpt. If you're pale, my skin tone, lighter, check this out. This is wonderful in the lightest shade. I think the shade is just called Defined. But they have 4 shades for multiple skin tones. So yeah, I would recommend this though for the ghosts out there like myself. I definitely can see underpainting with that. I'm just gonna make sure we are blended, of course. You always want to make sure you're blended. Cream blush. I know. In my e.l.f. video I did it was a couple weeks ago now. I did that new e.l.f. makeup video and I was kicking myself for not getting one of the liquid blushes. I got one of the liquid blushes. This is called Mauve Side, I believe, or Suave Mauve. Suave Mauve. That's what it's called. Oh, she's so pretty. This color is wonderful, by the way. It was definitely worth getting. Like, I don't feel like it was a repeat of something I already have in my collection. And they have a lot of pretty shades. So, let me just tell you a little bit about this and we'll pop that on the face as well. This is the Camo Liquid Blush. She retails for only $7. That's a nice price point. 11 shades, and I do have Suave Mauve. And this is vegan and cruelty-free. This is pigment-packed Camo Liquid Blush. Gives the cheeks a long-lasting dewy flush. This liquid blush is lightweight, effortlessly blends out into a soft finish, while the rounded, grooved applicator applies the right amount of blush every time. I would say less is more. These are pigmented. Use with caution. Okay. Long-lasting blush that delivers a high pigment pop of color. Lightweight formula, soft, dewy finish, agree. Buildable and blendable. Great for dry, oily combination skin. Pairs well with the brush sold separately. Oh, I have a new brush. I forgot. Oh, dang. Anyway. Yeah, cruelty-free, free of phthalates, parabens, and all the things. Okay. I forgot I did pick up this. This is the e.l.f. Liquid Bronzer and Contour Duo. Oh, well, we're going to use this little brush today, too. I don't know. I saw it on the shelf and was like, ooh, what's this? This is one I don't have. Ooh, that's a perfect contour shape. Look at that. Nice, nice, nice. That could have got right in there. We should have used this. I forgot I had it. But yeah, that would have been great for that. And then we have this side, which you can use with your liquid bronzer, or in our case, a liquid blush will do just fine. So what I'm going to do is take some of this off the back of my hand because she is quite pigmented. And you do have the doe foot. A ton of product comes out, so just caution. Use with caution. A lot comes up. I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand here. And also, I love this shade. It's very pretty. And we're going to take a little brush. Dib dab in there. Like that. So we don't get too much. And start to pat on. I like this brush already. I can tell. Yeah, you can just tell. That is a pretty color. Very pretty. So very pretty. But that's one of the complaints that I do see about liquid blushes is that they are hard to work with. Sometimes. Too pigmented. Like this. Off the back of your hand. Don't put the blush on your face from the applicator. You're gonna have a bad time. What a lovely shade that is. So I'd rather do a less is more approach. And there we go. How pretty. This is a wonderful shade. And you could build up, like you definitely have a lot of versatility with that, with the pigmentation level with these. They're very buildable, which is, I think, a good thing as long as you know to go in with caution with blending. Having the added pigmentation and buildable quality is great because it's going to work for more people. But that tends to be like one of the biggest complaints I see when it comes to liquid blushes is that they are too pigmented or they're hard to work with. They dry down too quick. Just put it on the back of your hand first. Take your brush. Do that. Work off a little bit of the excess and tap on and just go with a light hand. Build from there. Don't go crazy initially. So there we go. I think that is a beautiful blush and it is a great price point. Next, we have a new concealer / corrector. I have it in one of the corrector shades, which works on my pale skin. But this is the new Revlon Glimmer concealers. So you have the correctors and the concealers. The correctors come in this light pink shade and then I think a yellowy shade. I don't know why they would want to call a concealer glimmer. Don't let that be off-putting to you that it's called a glimmer. I think that's just kind of a subcategory of product that they're putting out is like their glimmer stuff. Like it's kind of like their Superstay or Color Riche or whatever. So yeah, these are brightening and correcting concealers. Oh, they put them all on the same page now. They were separate on the website. So this comes in 8 shade options. The deepest one is not super deep, but it's meant to be very brightening. So that's going to be a little limiting though, because it's not that deep. Because it is meant to brighten and be like, you know, highlight the under eye. It's definitely going to do that. I have the lightest shade, which is the light pink. But they also have some more like skin tone-ish shades as well. And this retails for $12.99. Get brighter under eyes. Revlon Glimmer Brightening and Correcting Concealer helps visibly smooth fine, dry lines over time. The correcting concealer shades instantly color correct the under eyes, while brightening shades instantly brighten the under eyes. So this is one of the color correcting ones. The others are called brightening. So that's why they tend to run a little bit lighter than what you'd expect, especially in the deeper tones. They're not going to be skin tone matches. They're meant to be brightening shades. So you're going to look at that shade range and be like, It's not meant to match your skin tone perfect. It's meant to brighten your skin. So just keep that in mind. Instantly brightens and color corrects under eyes without looking cakey. Visibly smooths fine dry lines over time and help prevent new lines from forming. Wears comfortably for 24 hours. It does not settle into fine lines and wrinkles and pores. Lightweight feel plus skin feels moisturized all day. Ultra lightweight formula moves with the skin. It helps create a flawless appearance. Can be used on the high points of your face, including cheekbones, brow bones, Cupid's bow, tip of the nose, and center of the chin. Formulated with vitamin C and caffeine and stevoside to help brighten the skin. I have been using this actually since I got it. I think this is a great concealer. It definitely does as it claims. I think the wear time is wonderful on it. This is a wonderful concealer. Very brightening, very lightweight. It's not a super heavy coverage level either. So you can double up if you needed to go in with something for more coverage as well. You can definitely use this as just the corrector. It's very thin, kind of a medium coverage level. It's just right, in my opinion, for my skin. And I think it is so very pretty. Wears beautifully. It's a very graceful product. I really like it. I'm very impressed with this. And it has just your kind of classic little doe foot here. Nothing too special. But I think this is just a wonderful product. It does a great job. Let me get my concealer brush. Where have you? I'm really into these color correcting kind of pink concealers because they match my skin tone. And actually do brighten, but they match me really well. Like, this is the perfect, just enough pink. And this is one of those concealers that you don't have to be so delicate with and worry about over applying. It has a really nice ease of use to it that not all concealers have. So I'm just going to put some there. And we're going to put a little bit on the nose, right in here where I need to brighten. Where I like to brighten, rather. Don't need to do anything. I like to. Right in the corner of the eye. A little on the chin. I'm just kind of right in the center of the face a bit. And it's so thin, it doesn't add any texture or heaviness to the face. And just really a stellar concealer. All right, I'm just going to tap that out. And so it just brightens up my chin, like the center of my face. Just enough. So I'm just going to do my foundation brush for this part. Get that blended in quickly. Very nice. It adds really beautiful structure. And just that it's so thin and easy to work with. I love that. Definitely has a lot of ease of application with it. It's not going to be like one of those Tarte Shape Tape, full coverage, heavy concealers. But it's got a nice level of coverage to it also. But I think it's one that you could definitely layer with if you needed. And truly just use it as a color corrector. It's capable of doing both. It has some versatility. I just touched my eyeball with the brush. So brightening and smooth. It really looks nice on the under eye. It has a very flattering finish. It doesn't emphasize anything. It looks very lightweight. And there we go. It's so easy to use. I mean, it gives really, really lovely coverage level. Good stuff. That one is a 10 out of 10. I can tell you right now. I love that concealer. Okay, now let's move on to setting everything down. I've got from WetnWild their new loose powder in the pink shade. What is the shade? Soft pink. This formula is wonderful, by the way. I was already a fan of this formulation. Knew I loved it. And I'm so excited to see it in a light pink because the shade that it come in, the translucent and the banana, too deep for me. Or they didn't brighten. You know, they just didn't work too well on my skin tone. So the pink, yes. And there's some claims that I'm like, I don't see that. When you read the description on the website, I have some disagreements about what they say about this product though. Like, I'm like, huh? So let me just pull this up and tell you about it. Because they claim it's like glowy, and I don't see that. It's like, what product are you guys talking about? All right, let's look at what it says on Target about this product. It says the WetnWild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder in Soft Pink. This retails for $6.69, which is a great price. 10 out of 10 on that. It is clean and cruelty-free by Target standards. And it says it has a radiant finish. I don't think it has a radiant finish. It's not flat matte, but it's definitely not radiant. It's not a glowy product. It's not shimmery. And when you read the description, it kind of leads you to think that it's got shimmer in it. It's a lightweight silky powder that features a radiant pink tint that enhances your natural glow and fresh luminous look. I kind of disagree with that. I think it's more just a powder finish, just a soft matte finish. Effortlessly blends into skin, blurring imperfection, ensuring a smooth finish that lasts all day. Absolutely does that. It is very blurring, beautiful on the skin. It has oil control, minimizes shine, definitely does that. Keeps the complexion looking polished and radiant throughout the day. I just don't get why they call it radiant. I don't see the radiant from it. I see just a nice set foundation that's not flat matte either. I mean, it's a nice soft matte, but I wouldn't call it radiant. Versatile use, all skin tones. This powder enhances your makeup routine, allowing you to glow compensate. I don't get the glow. No, it sets your makeup. I don't know. I don't see anything in it that looks radiant to me. It just looks like a soft matte powder. It has a pretty finish. It may be similar to like the instant blurring powder from Covergirl in finish, like something like this. That is what they call softly mattifying. I think it kind of fits like that, but I would not call this radiant by any stretch of the imagination. It's not glowy. It's not a glowy powder. It's cruelty-free. It's a silky formula. It is incredibly silky. I just don't let that confuse you that they call it radiant. It is not radiant. It is just a nice, softly mattifying powder. But it's not glowy or anything like that. It's not going to look like the e.l.f. Halo Glow or something. Like, it definitely mattifies. When I put it on my hand, I see matte. I don't see glow. But by the description, to me, it sounds like how you would describe the loose Halo Glow powder from e.l.f. And that's not the case. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take a little puff and apply this to the under eye. This is a beautiful light pink powder. That's going to be great for skin tones like mine. You're going to love it. Softly pink, which is really, really nice. Like, here's what she looks like. Just that perfect kind of brightening color. I mean, it's nice. It is nice. And look at, see, that's matte. That's mattifying. I don't get the radiance. What they're talking about. So I'm just going to set down my T-zone with this. And everywhere that I like to sit down. And I find I can use this powder all over my face because it's so close to my skin tone. And it is a wonderful powder. That being said, like, what I'm saying is don't let that description fool you because this is a great powder. And a 10 out of 10 recommendation from me to you. If you're looking for a pink powder from the drugstore, you can't beat that price. The performance of this is great. I know L'Oreal just came out with some that I'm going to be trying and testing to see if they outperform this one, because this is pretty hard to beat. I might be doing a drugstore smackdown of pink powders because I also have one from Lottie London that I think is wonderful. Just a little bit hard to get your hands on. This one, I believe I got this at Walgreens, and they have it at Walmart and Target and everywhere WetnWild is sold, except... So I'm going to take a brush, powder brush, and just lightly dust over the rest of the face. Excess powder as well. Even everything out. And there we go. I think this is a lovely complexion that we've got going on today. It looks super flawless, super smooth. Wet pores. We ain't got no pores right now. If this can look like this throughout the day, for like the rest of the day, girl, I'm going to be so happy because this looks incredible. Eyeshadow. I just picked up this from Milani on a whim, this little eyeshadow palette for another video. So I'm just going to throw on a quick little eye look with this, and we'll go ahead and move on from there. But this is their Gilded Mini in Whiskey Business. This was just something I wanted, so I just picked this up. So I'm just going to do a soft little contoured eye, and yeah, nothing too involved on that front. We're just going to get it done. Oh, I forgot I had a new powder brush too from e.l.f. This one's like meant to like press powder in. I don't know. It's a weird little brush. So, anywho, I'm just going to do a very neutral, soft, easy peasy eye because, yeah. So I'm going to take probably just like this shade and a little bit of this shade and do something. We're just going to speed through that because it's nothing special, but let me tell you a little bit about this palette quickly, just so you know. But that's not the star of the show today. That's like the only thing I said. There's not a lot of new drugstore eye products, eyeshadows. These do come in 5 colorways. They retail for $8.99. I think the other one I wanted was Call Me Old Fashioned. I just didn't see it in store. But this one's all matte, and I thought that was kind of an interesting or cool option, is an all matte kind of palette like this from the drugstore. Oh, e.l.f. has some new eyeshadows I might check out. High intensity pressed pigment technology for next level payoff, minimal fallout. 6 shades curated mattes and shimmers. This one's all matte. Wearable color stories that can be used in a range of looks. A complete look in one palette, perfect for travel and on the go. Made in the USA, cruelty free. So yeah, I just thought that was just a really nice kind of staple palette to have in my collection. And yeah, so far I think the quality of it is, I would start with this cream, and we're going to go right here under the brow bone. Bit of this color right there, just do a neutral brown. Oh, it's got a little warmth in there, but whatever. Bring that through the socket. Get a little lift and definition. Take a little bit of this little mid shade right here. It's like the lightest color. Just buff around the edge. Alright, and then we take a smaller brush and we go into this deepest shade down here. It has like a little bit of purple in it. Like it's a plummy brown. I'm gonna pull a bit on the outer corner. Alright, and then I'm gonna take a little liner brush. Really tap the brush off. And just press them right here. Just get a little lifted look. Nice. This is a nice simple look with this palette. I like this little guy. It's nice. The quality is great of the mattes in here. Fabulous. Fabulous quality. And they have some really pretty color stories. I need to get my hands on the Rocks. I think that was the one that I was interested in. They have some pretty like kind of rosy ones as well that I saw at my local Walmart. And that's going to be eyes done. I think I'm just going to pull a little bit of this deepest shade on the outer corner down. Out here. Just so it looks kind of finished. I don't have a new mascara, so I'm just going to throw that on real quick. Also, I'm going to use Maybelline Firework. There hasn't been any like new mascaras out. Well, I think Maybelline or L'Oreal come out with one, but it was exclusive to maybe somewhere. I wasn't that interested in it to begin with, and I don't remember where it was even exclusive to. But yeah, not a lot of new mascaras at the drugstore out this year. Unless I'm missing some. Let me know down below. And Firework isn't my favorite. I'm just kind of trying to use it up. And that is eyes done. Let's go ahead and move on to lips. For lips, I have got a new little Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tint. How cute is this? This is the most cute packaging ever. I just love it. I love it. Maybelline's doing some cool stuff with their packaging, as well as like NYX with that buttermelt stuff. I'm liking it. Packaging has gotten really nice lately. So this is a pretty cool little product too. I very much like this. Okay, so this is the Superstay Teddy Tint Long Lasting Matte Lip Tint. This comes in 10 shades. I have got Mascara Tier, I believe. Yeah, Mascara Tier. They've got like some very 90s kind of cute names. I think one of them's like Crop Top or Baby Tea, Coquettish. These are very, very trendy names. Of course, something called Current Mood. Anyway, this is Superstay Teddy Tint from Maybelline. Lasts up to 12 hours. I do think these last a very, very long time. I'm not sure about 12 hours, but pretty darn close. No transfer, 10 buildable shades. Wear it sheer, blurred, bold, and even on the cheeks. Now, this isn't necessarily the shade I would put on my cheeks. It's a little too browny. I swatched it to see, and I was like, maybe not. But this is such a wonderful little product here. I love this. You can line your lips with it, blur it out. It has incredible wear time and versatility. So we're going to start with wearing it as a tint and build up so I can show you how it does, because it's pretty cool. So we're going to start with more of a lighter application, and I'm going to kind of line my lips. You have just a basic little doe foot here. Nice little fragrance happening. I guess kind of take your finger, smudge it about. All right, here's that kind of sheer blurred application of it. I really think it's so pretty. And this is very, very wearable. Will last all day in this type of application. It's not going to go nowhere. And you can definitely rock it for the full day and be set. And very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. When you build it, it does get a tad sticky, but still comfortable. It still has great wear time. So I'm going to build up a little bit more just so you can see the full color opacity happening with this shade. Again, you're going to get that longevity from it still. It's a very moussey formula. I think it benefits from being kind of worked into the lip. But yeah, I think this is a really nice formula. Very comfortable. Something very easy and effortless that you don't have to worry about too much throughout the day. It's not a fussy lip product. Maybelline does so well with these types of low maintenance lip products, like with their Superstay line, and like these types of things from Maybelline are where it's at for me. As far as like a lip product goes, these are not going to budge. You're going to be able to wear these all day. Like, oh, so good. These are so good. So, yeah. I think this is a really nice, new, innovative product. And definitely budge proof. I think you do get a little bit of transfer as you build it up. But it's so comfortable and just a really nice go-to on the lips. It's just a really nice kind of smoky raisin color, a very 90s lip color that you know I love. You know I love. And lastly, for new makeup, I do have one of the new lip glosses from L'Oreal. I'm going to go ahead and apply that over top of this so we can just see what it looks like. This is the new L'Oreal Plump Ambition Hyaluron Lip Oils. And I have the shade Wine O'Clock, which is kind of a brownie sheer type of color. It layers over this just fine. These are really nice as well. They're not super duper irritating on the lips. I don't find them to be like crazy plumping or anything like that. They're nowhere near like the lip plumpers from Maybelline that are so burny and strong, or like the lip injections. These are much more subtle, just a little minty, but still kind of doing something. It's present, it's there, and it's a lovely formulation. So let me read to you a little bit about that, because they are kind of interesting call outs here. It says it is 24-hour care with hyaluronic acid. So it's going to be meant to be really nourishing on top of plumping. These retail for $13.99. Not too crazy, but Nano. It's L'Oreal pricing, has 10 shades. Can Get glass-like shine with L'Oreal Plump Ambition Hyaluron Lip Oil. 24-hour care with hyaluronic acid for instantly plumped, smooth, infused with skin-loving ingredients. Volumizing glass-like shine with lightweight non-stick formula. Agreed. It is a very non-sticky, comfortable formulation. Cushiony pillow applicator with massaging beads caress the lip for luxurious application. I didn't really notice like the massaginess of it. Like it has like kind of a bumpy texture. You don't really feel that too much unless you're really rubbing it on your lips. Ambitious lip care in one swipe, available in 10 shades, infused with hyaluronic acid. Triple peptides for instantly smooth, plump looking lips. And this pairs well with a lot of different lip products as a topper. It has just enough sheerness, or you can wear it on its own, and it does really well. But yeah, I can kind of see like some little bumpies, I guess, on the applicator. But you don't really feel them. Anyway, let me show you what it looks like on its own. It looks like that. It's a very pretty color. And I find it to be very comfortable. Yeah, I guess you do feel the little bumpies if you rub it on. That feels kind of good. I figured we'll just throw this in today too, since we can layer up. But I find it to be just more that minty kind of menthol cooling sensation. Not anything burny or painful or off-putting. It's just kind of that cooling type of feel, which is very tolerable in my opinion. But I'm someone who likes the Duck Plump glosses and the old school like strong ass lip injections and the Maybelline chili ones. I like that. So I'm a fan of a plumping gloss. I like the way it feels. It kind of fits on me. Anyway, that is everything that I have new to talk about today. Coming up soon, we do have some more new, because I've got a bag with more new stuff in it. This is just what I could fill my face today, because we've got 2 more foundations in here and an eyeliner. Yeah, we got some more stuff coming your way. As far as new goes, I do also have a full face of Milani coming up. Some more skincare talk. And yeah, of course, product updates and favorites videos are on the way as well. Let me know any suggestions you have down below. I'm also planning a pretty sage green look coming your way. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. And if there's any of these things you have tried out that you're interested in, let me know that as well. And like your experience with them, how you felt about them, or if they're just appealing to you. Let's talk all about it in the comments and let me know what you think of this setting and lighting and all of that. And yeah, I'm gonna be working on the background, don't worry. But anyways, here we are, finished look. And if there is anything weird with the complexion, hopefully I put that in the video. And let me know in the comments if you have questions about that. But so far, I think everything looks really, really nice today. I love the way the complexion came out. So hopefully it stays this way. Anywho, I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Bye now.